What's up, everyone? It's Kevin Rempel here with the Sledge Hockey Experience and Ken Hall from Cruiser Sports. We're just chilling at the Cruisers Cup Sledge Hockey Tournament. It's kind of chaos in here right now, so we're going to do our best to try and work with the noise. But Ken, you've compiled together here an amazing history of the sport with all of the different sleds and sticks. So let's just go through it real quick and talk a little bit about what this equipment used to look like before we got to the equipment that Unique Inventions is providing us today.
Well, I can tell you right now, this is the biggest collection of antique sleds there are anywhere. Hockey Hall of Fame has like 3 sleds. We've got like a dozen here, and this collection grows every year, where people bring in homemade ones, old ones they used to have that they haven't scrapped yet. And so this is super exciting. We want to kind of preserve some history of the sport because no one has a record of it. So we look at something like this. We started with picks that were super short.
Surgical tools.
These are nasty things. You would not play with these now.
Yeah.
But made for a regular stick, one-handed only. No one ever thought to play with 2 hands.
Yeah.
Super heavy, weight belt.
This sled is like steel. It's just pure steel.
This is pure steel. Blades, runners on the bottom. Like
welded together.
Welded together. And then, you know, we started to move through stuff. We went to different stick designs. Companies started making them, a lot of handmade stuff on the picks. They got a little bit lighter.
And on here, no, this is not the hockey skates on the bottom. This is
still
steel.
Still some steel runners.
Plywood.
Yep.
Just cut a square sheet of plywood and build some steel around it.
Put a frame on it.
And a car seat, practically.
And a car seat. This has a lovely ambulance seat belt on that we pilfered out of some wrecking yard.
On the sled.
On the sled. We had one that had a Jaguar, and so one of the guys was really cool. I'm so fast. I'm like, you're fast. Then we got in a plastic for lightweight. We got rid of the plastic nose because it broke. So that went to a rounded nose. Then some different manufacturers came in, started making some of these. Again, the sticks changed, the picks changed, went to a 4-pick system there.
Compared to the 2
massive ones.
Yeah.
Then we went to a single blade, a single nut. Probably these moved, so you would modify the stick to hold it.
And are any of these other manufacturers around?
No.
They're all gone?
No, they're all gone.
Were they Canadian?
Yes.
They were?
Yes, they were.
Amazing.
Some were made, when we get into these Unique made these. So Lori made
an early Unique Invention.
This is an early Unique sled, yep. So then we get into the guys in Ottawa were making these.
Custom buckets?
The sleds too. These were from Kitchener. Now we're getting up to the newer stuff with Lori's goalie sled.
Look at, and check out this goalie stick.
Check out that old goalie stick.
This is not, like, this is so custom too. What do? Just take like a player stick
and hack it, and then
the goalie blade, and then just
here's just a shaft that someone's cut off and thrown a set of picks on. And now we're up to,
and even the old player sticks have the modifications.
These ones we've modified. We've gone to carbon fiber shafts. We've bent it so for the players with cerebral palsy can stroke better with it.
Yep.
And then, you know, we're down to these crazy little for young kids that are just fantastic, and we have kids that actually use this right now, and it's just
super lightweight.
It's super light, and the kids love it. And imagine you're 7 and you started with this, and you're 7 and you started with that first sled we looked at.
Yeah.
Like a 7-year-old used that first one. The experience now for them is night and day. This is much more enjoyable. They stay in the sport. They try that one down there, they're like, I could never stay in the sport. They couldn't do it.
Yeah.
They had to wait till they were older. Now we capture them when they're young. They stay in the sport longer. They get to enjoy it. They get better skills. They move through the system, provincially, nationally, internationally. So thanks to Lori for sticking with us and building these fantastic sleds now. And the research that he does behind it all is amazing.
Yeah. And if you were to look at the history from that first sled to now, how many years roughly would we say this is?
Not
this
that long.
10, is this a 10 to 30 or?
Probably 25 years. Probably 25 years from the start to here.
So like,
from that super heavyweight.
You said Mike Curry of
our club,
from the Mississauga Cruisers team.
Yeah, at 7.
So was he playing with that in the 90s?
Yeah, he would have been. Yeah, he would have been in the 90s.
The 90s.
7 years old, starting with that, and now he's playing on our elite team in a much better sled, obviously. Yeah. But his experience, when you talk to him, it was so bad then, and now you talk to the kids now, and they absolutely are just like enamored with it.
Yeah,
so
amazing.
So we got it's fantastic.
Like 25 years of history of the sport here at the Cruisers Cup. I've, like you said, never seen anything like this before. Last year when I walked in the first time, I was like, oh my God, I just want to like absorb all of this. So
it's
you won't even get this at the Hockey Hall of Fame. You're only going to get this at the Cruisers Cup. And Ken, thanks for putting it together, man.
Thank you.
It's awesome for the sport to see.
Thank you.